night breeze blowing, sea clouds rolling around the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since Mike's gone live again. But I know a storms are coming, drunk donkey told me so. But that cone keeps moving down the San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always watch Mike's weather page and you'll know when to run. But I hung around with Irma, Lord, I almost died. When I see that cone moving, I hang my head and cry.
Any drunk donkey can show a European model, okay? This is the one that dude takes that off of any tropical tidbits page and blasts it out there.
Well, I bet those TV weather folks are showing you the charts, talking about what could be, but not important parts. I know I had it coming, I know it's Labor Day. When I see that cone moving, I bow my head and pray.
Any drunk donkey can show a European model. Not the scary tight isobars that a person named Mike is showing across the internet, alright?
Coming back. Here you go, boys. Well, if they freed me from low systems and those hurricanes was mine, I bet I'd move them on a little farther down the line, far away from sunny Florida. That's where I want to stay. And I'll watch that drunken donkey so I don't get blown
Oh my God, that's crazy. Good morning, everybody. That's our one of our two new jams that maybe you haven't heard yet. Freaking awesome. Andy Simmons, one of our fans, sent that totally out of the blue. It's a cool song. Good morning, Monday morning. Holy cow. So the reason I do the 3 minutes, by the way, is it gives Facebook a chance to notify everybody. Some people say they don't get it. So, try to give everybody a minute or two to log in. So here's the tropics map. We're going to talk about the tropics, obviously, and see what's cooking out there. Not a lot to worry about at this moment. Really, the only people that should be paying really close attention are folks in Bermuda right now. And I got my Mountain Dew because I am dragging today. All right, so hey, first and foremost, thank you guys. We got crazy, awesome community here on Mike's Weather page. We have a lot of great posts. Everybody talks. We're just a bunch of media armologists, weather rookie, amateur hobbyists that talk weather. Nothing's official here on my site. But I do want to thank ABC Fine Wine and Spirits for believing this drunk donkey and supporting us. So you can buy all your drunk donkey gear at ABC here in Florida. Got some exciting news too. Troubled Waters Brewery here in Safety Harbor. We might be brewing our own beer. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's Drunk Donkey with a kick. Can you believe that? Don't tell anybody. But they're located here, Troubled Waters. And we're gonna roll it out, maybe, possibly even do a live show for supporters. Something fun. So it's going to be Drunk Donkey with a kick, around 8%. So watch for that. All right, so I'll try to talk about everything in the tropics real quick, and then we'll ramble on probably an hour or so at least. I just like to get the core of what's cooking so everybody knows what's going on. All right, so here's obviously Humberto. Already a hurricane. Expected to be about 110 miles an hour. Some of the models are a little bit higher than that. We have old Invest 96 down by the Lesser Antilles. This was talked about all last week. Remember, Invest 96 was in the Middle Atlantic, and we were talking about middle or first part of the week, Lesser Antilles. Well, look at that. There it is. It's just a blob right now. It's not highlighted by the NHC, interestingly enough. It's just a blob. And we have Invest 97 out here in the Middle Atlantic. We'll show you those models. And we have another wave coming off Africa. And we got another wave off Africa. We have another wave off Africa. So there you go. So we're watching things in real time. Remember I said this year has been crazy? All right, so check out Humberto. This is the weirdest thing. Let me show you some cool stuff. Let's go to the official map here. This is NHC's map. We have a yellow area that I already focused on this morning on Facebook. It's just going to be a rainmaker. Definitely, potentially could bring 15, 20 inches of rain in some parts of Texas, building through the week into the weekend. That's something I'll show heavily. But right now the yellow circle is just a teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Nothing sexy about it. Just a lot of rain. But it is getting rain to Louisiana as it skirts westward. Then we have this area here. This is Invest 97. It is expected to follow Humberto and possibly curve up towards Bermuda. That is the expected path right now. So let's show you that. Let's show you the latest 12Z. Nope, not out yet. Now they should be out yet. These are your latest models here on Tropical Tidbits. This is Humberto. There you go. All right, so last night when I went to bed, a lot of y'all went to bed, I showed some of the ensembles. And there are light chatters of a high pressure coming across, blocking Humberto, possibly doing a loop-de-doop out here. Spaghetti models are not favoring this enough to really stress about it. The only good news is the models are trending north now to the north side of Bermuda. Could be a Category 3 major hurricane. So I'll show you some of the ensembles. Here's the latest spaghetti models in Tropical Tidbits. That's good news. Latest track on the NHC, official track right here, showing that northward movement, which is good. Getting some emails. Let me turn off my ringer. So that's good. NHC talks about the uncertainty in this morning's discussion. If you read the discussion, they talk about very low confidence in the 4 and 5 days. It's, so after that time, unusually large model spread. So that's something we're casually watching. No worries yet. In fact, let's look at the ensembles since we're talking about that. So we're looking at Humberto. We're looking at these long range. Here's the Euro. Still kind of weird turnaround going north. But the good news is the Euro keeps it off the East Coast. So there are, last night we had some of them whipping closer to the coast. So that's happening on the overnight 2 a.m. Euro. The CMC, the drunken Canadian model, has a couple going north. A couple of them actually coming back around through Florida. So there's a 0.0001 chance that could happen. Just wanted to point it out. And the GFS kind of doing that same north little turn. So there is a high pressure come in. It's going to get sandwiched in between a bunch of highs. So bottom line is long-term steering. It's just something to watch right now. Just a lot of guessing. Bermuda definitely still needs to watch. Let's take one more look closer. A little closer in and see what's going on here. We can look at some cool maps. Let me zoom way in. There's Bermuda right here. Let's look at some of these ensembles. This is a cool NOAA site. We can look at a bunch of maps. We can look at European ensembles right here. These are what I just showed. Just a different way to look at it. These are your European ensembles. See, some of them have this sucker going up north, coming back around. Most stay off the land. That's good. Here's your Canadian ensembles. A little more drunken, but so don't want to talk too much about that. That's nothing too much to stress about. Invest 97. All right, here's the other thing. Let's take a look at this. Here's your current look. Very impressive hurricane. Another amazingly skirt across the southeast. If you think about it, the radar yesterday showed this right off the coast of Florida. We had rain bands coming through the state. Amazing that this sucker just last week was predicted to cross the state of Florida. Now we're talking about a hurricane. So that, this storm did nothing right. It was never supposed to be a hurricane. Now it's a hurricane. And what's interesting, I definitely wanted to show this while everybody's still here. So we show these shear maps, right? Here's the shear map. This is the current shear map for Humberto. And we remember I talked a lot about Florence last year. Florence grew in the middle Atlantic amongst a lot of shear, colder water. But look at this. If you looked at the shear map, you'd say there's absolutely no way we could have a hurricane right now. Absolutely no way that could be that. Right? That looks pretty damn impressive for a hurricane. Very impressive. But look at the shear map. Yellows. That's reds. That's 50 knots of shear. That's white. That's increasing shear. But it's forming. That's what I'm saying. This year has been expect the unexpected. It's crazy. And then if you look at the actual shear map here, it's kind of hard to see. But look, reds. Got a little anticyclone over top. But so you can't always believe these shear maps. That's why I don't really put a lot of faith in them, because 40, 50 knots of shear, and it's expected to reach Category 3 hurricane. Possibly. They're saying 110, but could be a little bit more according to a few models. So there's that. All right, Invest 97. Let's talk about that. This one is the other guy. This is right here. This is our new wave. Middle Atlantic. Expected to go northward. Possibly getting close to the northern Lesser Antilles. Doing a recurve toward Bermuda. Good news, for at least for the islands in Florida. Pretty highly confident, right? Intensity of this one's already at 90%. NHC, here we go, 90%. So we could have a tropical depression at any time, and be our next name, which is Jerry, I think. I shouldn't have called. No, it's Imelda. Okay, there you go. Are there any Imeldas out there in the world? Imelda? Sheer pantyhose. I think it's EAR. I don't know. Now you got me confused there, Sharon. Michelle, ABC patrons. Yeah, patrons. We're ABC patrons. We're not patrons. So we have Imelda. They come up with some different names, that's for sure. Olga. That's another one coming. Look at it. Olga, Nestor, Pablo. Where's Bob and Henry and Fred? All right, so there you go. So Invest 97 here. Let's look at the individual model runs now. This is everything in a nutshell. Tropical tidbits. This is really cool. This is our buddy Levi. All right, so here's Invest 97. Here's Humberto. Humberto breaks down the Bermuda High. Low pressure to the north here. Follows that low pressure. Here's this high pressure coming in that the models were confused about. This was actually showed up last week. This little weakness here to the east will allow Humberto to go east. Otherwise, if we had a high pressure here, it would be blocked and probably kick back west. Here is Invest 97 taking that same path because of that weakness. High pressures broke down here. And this is what, there's that high pressure. This is why a lot of people are saying, don't take your eyes off it, because this high pressure is going to stop forward movement. And GFS has it kick back a little bit more towards the coast. Here's the weakness. Then it picks it off. Here's 97 following in Big Brother's footsteps. And then, yes, we have another wave coming to watch. That one, of course, goes to Florida. Too far away. And then Euro, exactly the same thing. Here's Humberto, high pressure, blocks a little bit. High pressure builds to the west, pushes it out. Here's Invest 97 following along and curves off. So the only thing is, if you look at the Euro, it might be enough distance between Humberto and this new guy to possibly have high pressure build in. That's interesting right there. See that little high pressure? Could block it, push it a little bit more. So that's interesting. Oh, Imelda. There you go. Thank you, Nikki. I butchered that one up. Imelda. So yeah, Invest 97, interesting. We should watch it. Let's look at do we have Invest 97 up here? Oh, we do. Let's look at the euro. Ooh, see, the euro's predicting a little more westward track. See, we could have a little high pressure build to the north here. Interesting, right? Did not see that. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, the old blocking high, Whitney. How about the shear, Whitney, huh? That's crazy. The problem is, Nikki, I probably won't remember it. E, no, I just remember E. Even though it's an I, it's pronounced with an E. Umberto. Oh, there you go, Kimberly. This is Hooked on Phonics with Mike. Now you got me all confused here. All right, so we're going to look at some Invest 97. Let's look at this little guy. That's 10 days out. We don't want to look at that one. Let's look at the one we can actually click on here. Let's see this little guy. All right, so here we go. This is 10 days out. Let's see. Does it pick up anything? That's so far out. Holy crap. There's a lot of spaghetti. That's too much spaghetti for Monday morning. So I'm looking at Invest 97. Yeah, so you know, it's a little something to think about. I mean, Invest 97. If Umberto pulls out, for some reason that not very good terminology, I guess, pulling out. But if Umberto pulls out, high pressure could build in and kick 97 more westward. And there are some ensembles showing that right here. So definitely going to watch that. And of course, here's our next wave. So there's a lot of stuff coming maybe, but you just leave it right there. Everybody gets hit. 15 days. Everybody gets something in 15 days. Crazy. All right, let's go back here. What else can we show before we lose everybody? We can look at radar. Let's take a look at radar because I want to show Texas. Here's a big juicy mess here. Look at that. Wow. So Mobile, Mississippi, New Orleans, you guys are all getting this, and Galveston's starting to get the big juice now. This is the juicy. We called him Juicy Jerry a couple days ago. Just a big juicy mess. Nothing forming out of it. We can look at this. This is pretty interesting, though. If we look at some long-range rain maps, this could get interesting for Texas with rains because some of the models are predicting incredible totals here. This is looking forward, all right? This is through Wednesday morning right here. So Wednesday morning, the heart of Juicy Jerry starts to move its way inland. Look at that. Purple. We already got 31 inches predicted in some spots right here. This is one model, not a forecast, but this is Thursday. Look at that. Look at that rain. Look at that rain. This is Sunday morning right there. So through Sunday morning, we technically could get some pretty big rains if the euro is correct. Let me zoom. Oh, they don't let you do that. I did that last year too. I don't know why he won't. Can't copy and paste. That's all right. It's a paid site. They probably don't want people doing that, which makes sense. So anyway, all right. So big rains predicted. I wonder if I can try it again. Copy image address. No. All right. Anyway, so Juicy Jerry, Texas, 20 inches plus possible. This is incredible amounts of rain. Okay. Anything purple is 10, 15 inches right here, all the way through the heart of central, I don't know what you call that, central, southern, eastern Texas. Texas is so big, you got your own time zones. All right, so let's look at GFS. Everything's bigger in Texas, even the rains. All right, so here's GFS. Obviously, the GFS is a little less aggressive, which is good. This is through Monday next week, but you can still see the pinpoint of where we can see the heavy rains right here. So Euro's off its bonkers, showing 20, 30 inches of rain. GFS is 5, 6, 7, 8 inches of rain. A little more low key. And let's see if and there's the official forecast through next Monday. So little more than GFS, but there you get the idea. Arc alert for Texas, no doubt. Look at you guys wanted Texas to get some rain. They're in a drought. I got a drought meter on the page here somewhere. Drought. Oh, look at that. Then there's no link. What the hell's up with that? What? Why do they change links? So let's see if we can get a current one. I'm going to have to go fix that now. How they... Oh, no, it's still there. It's just not working. See, look. It says it on Google. Not working. Droughtmonitor.us is not working right now. Climate Prediction Center. Here we go. This is a little better. We can look at Texas. Here's Texas. Texas drought right there. So pretty much where there's no drought, you're going to get the rains. Maybe up here we'll get some rain. Maybe you guys can bucket in the rain from coastal Texas to middle Texas. Maybe. All right. What else is cooking? I'm trying to read a little bit more. Nothing going on in North Carolina. You know, here's the deal. I mean, you know, the rain maps for Humberto, way off the coast. Another coastal skirt, incredible coastal skirt. That's two this year that skirted along Florida. Unfortunately, Dorian did get into the Outer Banks. Charleston areas northward got some damage that weren't reported a lot, but there were stories of people in attics in the Outer Banks. So at least this one's far enough away. There's no drought about it. Did I say that? Yeah, Randy, you don't need the rain in Southeast Texas. It's coming, buddy. Hopefully it's not as bad as they predict. Here's the official rain map, actually, too. This is, so the Euro really went all in, man. The Euro's saying, build an ark. You're going to get wet. That's only 5-day rains, by the way. Let's look at 7-day rains. 7-day rains are the same. What else is cooking? So yeah, Florida, you know, hey, right now there's nothing. I mean, things change in a heartbeat. So here's the thing with Invest 97, all right? So here's the thing. Like, here's the GFS ensembles, curving out to sea, right? What's interesting, though, looking at the latest Euro, is that these are your, what was the other one? Oh, that was CMC. These are your that was your CMC. Oh, that was GFS. These are CMC models. But anyway, what's interesting here is the Euro has maybe high pressure built in between Humberto. We might need to watch for a little more westward component with Invest 97. So I would not put all your money yet on Invest 97 curving yet. Because if Humberto clears out of here fast, high pressure can build in, and this little guy is going to get kicked a little bit farther west. And then, you know, we got to watch Invest 96. Look at this. Invest 96 here. Old Invest 96. This is weathernerds.org. Great site. You can be your own little weatherman or woman. This little guy right here is old Invest 96. And right now it's just a big juicy blob, but you never know. These little blobs can turn into something. So I would suspect if this convection continues, the NHC might even put a little circle back up because it was at one time an invest. We look at our precipitable water map. This is a great map, and I think this is the most important map. Don't tell anybody. This is your tropics. This is your map if you want to. This is everything in a nutshell. Dorian, Middle Atlantic had an incredible amount of spinach right here. And Invest 97 getting a little bit right here. You can see a little bit right here, a little bit. Now here's Humberto, big time spinach. Look at that. Spinning away, huge spinach. Here's our Gulf system, no spinach. Here's Invest 96, no spinach. And you can see Invest 96 is just a wave pushing across. So that's, you know, if you just have east winds pushing your system across, it's not really developing. It's just a blob of convection. But we do have a little spinach here. We have a little spinach behind. Big spinach here. And that's how it works. The only thing, again, if you're just tuning in, I think what's the most fascinating thing about Humberto is it's turned into a pretty good hurricane, and it has tons of shear. If you were to show this shear map, all right, so let's pretend Let me put my finger over it. You can't really do that. I put my finger, all right, everybody at home, put your finger over Humberto. Pretend Humberto wasn't there. Put your finger over the little semicolon thingy. And you'd say, conditions are very unfavorable for tropical development because of high shear. And then you take your finger off and it's like, holy crap, there's a hurricane. So, go figure, right? There you go. So shear is not hurting Humberto. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, what's going on? Purple's cooler air, Brooks. Yeah, well, purple on that Percival map is cooler, juicy air. Tiffany, yeah, right now it's not really going to the coast. It's expected to push off maybe a little bit north of Bermuda. There are some ensembles teasing the idea it could stop and spin around, but right now it's not. Again, let's go back to Tropical Tidbit. This is what I'm looking at. So we're going forward in time. Here's Humberto. Here's our high pressure to the north. There's an opening here on the Bermuda High. This is enabling Humberto to scoot on out of here to the northeast. If we didn't have this weakness right here, when high pressure was strong, then Humberto would get stuck and stop. But look at that. There's a huge weak. There's a weak high to the east, strong high to the west. Weakness here. That's pulling Humberto. This closes a little bit, maybe making Humberto go north. Here's the high pressure, and then it builds in from the west, kicks it back off. Now this same high pressure here could wrap around on the bottom side of Humberto, and guess what? Here is Invest 97 right here. So this high, we could have a high pressure build between the two. Could. Long ways away to watch out. So anyway, all right, what else is going? For sure. Yes, Eddie, I've heard a lot about that. Baroclinic forcing. I'm going to learn that. That's this year's key word. Definitely when these things get tied in with these northeast fronts, push it off, they do intensify. They do. Next week, Caribbean cruise. I don't know. I mean, nothing on the horizon. We just have a lot of waves out there to look at, Here's a map again. Any one of these little guys could get highlighted in the NHC. Here's Invest 97. Here's old Invest 96. Here's a couple waves coming off of Africa. You just never know. I mean, again, you look at the spin, and when Irma came off of Africa, it had a lot of spinach. So that's just a cool little thing to look at. Somebody asked about dust. Dust is dead this time of year usually. There's a little bit of dry air dust, but nothing like we saw early. No, there is a big plume right there, but it dissipates pretty quick. But there is a little bit, I guess. But generally speaking, this time of year, there's a lot less dust and dry air in the Atlantic, and the waters are heating up. No nervous, Ken. No, not at all. Nope. Don't be nervous. I just pointing out, possibility. This is what I'm, here we go. This is, all right, here's Humberto. All right, so this is just something to think about. I mean, what if, So this is looking into next weekend. Here's Humberto pulling away. Here's Invest 97 north of the islands, just barely, going north. But, if this high pressure, if this high pressure builds in quick, we're seeing that this year. Think about it. Dorian was expected to cross Florida for a while, and Humberto was expected to cross Florida, and it's because we've had all these high pressures develop quicker than normal, and we've had weaknesses with these fronts and troughs that come down. So the high pressures this year and low pressures are popping up quick, and they're changing steering patterns very quick. That's just what's happened. So that's why we got to watch things in real time. I wish it was easier than that. I wish we could be a fortune teller, but it's the truth. The models have been wrong a lot more this year than right. A lot more. But this is the Euro next weekend. You know, we could have a high pressure building, and we could, you know, possibly, and kick this in a little bit more west. Not, you know, and here's a front coming down, so lots of fronts, you know. And every week that goes by that we get closer to October, these fronts are going to be bigger influences. So these, you know, and to have a Caribbean U.S. impact, we would need a storm to be a little farther to the south. Then they get pulled up northward. But this little guy is going to be far enough north that likely any sort of weakness or front that comes through, it's going to get yanked up to the north quicker than it will get to the coast. So that's the only good news on that. The only thing is the one after it is a little bit more of a low rider. This little guy, this is after Invest 97. This one's starting to be shown. That's a little bit lower. Those are the ones you got to watch a little bit more. But anyway, cool, Eddie. Hey, I'll look at that, bud. Thank you. Wiley.com. Hey, Terry. Yep, Invest start at 90 and they go to 99. What's up, Bobby? Hurricane Harbor. Check her out. She's right here. You can read all about it. Read all about it. She's not done an update yet. Hey, didn't we had our big premiere of Hurricane Man? I did not watch. Did you guys watch? Brian was, oof, man. That's the Rays, man. I think they're gonna pull it out. They're gonna pull out like Humberto. Heck yeah, Sparks Energy. Yeah, we talk about all our guys on the website here. The website's kind of its own little animal. Believe it or not, the website gets more traffic than Facebook. And of course, Sparks has been there many, many years. You know, it's a funny story about Sparks Energy. So, this is the true story. So, they reached out to me years ago and offered to, you know, sponsor a little bit. And I couldn't get the emails at one time, and then then their website went offline, and I was like, they just come. You know, I thought they were just like a little company. I didn't know how big they were. Then I'm like, they're just gone. They're gone. They're here today, gone tomorrow. Well, then I'm watching NASCAR like a month later, and it was the Sparks Energy 300 at Talladega. And I'm like, well, are you kidding me? Well, we know now it's a huge company, and they love us. And he's a NASCAR fan, so that's cool. And it's a lineman company. They hit all the storms. Doesn't matter, ice storms. You need power restored. They're there. So, and of course, all of these sponsors on the side have been with me a long time. Bill here with Advanced Roofing, Land Tech, IMS. I've done a bunch of convention stuff for some of these companies, and we got all these supporters now. I got so many, all these little, some are mom and pop shops, and then Caddies. I went to eat at Caddies yesterday. Look at that. Caddies actually kicked in a few bucks. Every one of these little sponsors is basically at my beer tab when we go out to eat. So here was Caddies, just to show we were there yesterday. This is we were on the water, and I was not a very smart weatherman. But there's my girls. There's Caddies. That's our neighbor. But there's Emily and Sarah on the boat. And I was a bad drunk well, I wasn't drinking on the boat. But yesterday we were chasing this storm. Look at this. So I thought I was going to beat it. We launched from Dunedin, and the storm came quick. If you're living on the west coast of Florida, you know what I'm talking about. This is all Humberto storms came from the south. Or, there's the wind. It's north to south. Actually, they came kind of spiraling.
Real windy.
And we got hammered here on the west coast of Florida. And luckily, I was watching it, and it was dying. I used radar scope, and I could see that it was starting to die. And we didn't get very wet. But it was fun. The girls definitely had an adventure. I wasn't worried at all. There wasn't any lightning. It was just tropical. Look at that. That's pretty cool though, man. See the girls? It's cold. We're hunkered down. So it's on my personal page if you want to check it out. It was only about 10 minutes. I scared the wives because they weren't with us. Yeah, got to live a little. Here's a cool map I found during Dorian, the current NOAA wave analysis map, and that's really neat. Look at that, 17, 18 foot. Remember, Dorian was 40-foot waves. This is only 26. 26. That's up there. I guarantee there's any cruise ships up here. There ain't nobody going to be sailing in 26-foot seas. That's for sure. And if I do have a boat map too, check this out if I can find it real quick. There is a boat ship map, live marine traffic map. Check this out. This is a map. This is a link. So you want to know where the storm is? Just look at where all the shipping traffic is. Look at. There's no ships right here. No ships. This is a live maritime shipping map that shows you all the current boats out on the water. Tanker, cargo vessels, all these different ships. Cargo vessels, these little guys. But what's always fascinating is when you see a hurricane, there's nobody right here. So that's on the site if you want to take a look at it. All right, so there you go. We'll see. Here's some Twitter chat about Umberto's. All right, so Michael Ventris just posted. He said, but a surprise left turn back towards the U.S. could be possible 9/20, 9/21. All right, well, there you go. I mean, that's one model. I mean, they're looking at the Euro ensembles that we just showed. So there is chatter about it. I just, towards doesn't mean landfall. It might just mean closer. But something to watch, right? Hey, Sabrina, I think you're definitely going to get 4, 5, 6 inches, no doubt. I mean, you got to go kind of in the middle. GFS is more on the lines of the National Weather Service. Euro is definitely not one to turn your cheek on. So, by tomorrow, I would think the rains are going to start heavy on Wednesday. All right, let's close some windows here, and we'll see. All right, this is what I want to see. Let's see if CMC. Nope. Can't really see anything. So, here's your Euro 3-hour map. This one just came out. This is see even the high resolution 3-hour map showing this is until Thursday. So Sabrina was asking. This is Thursday. We could see the rains already accumulating. This model map. The 3-hour Euro only goes out 90 hours, but this is up until Thursday night. We already got possibly peaking around 20 inches of rain. That's crazy. So the Euro is saying big rains possible in Texas. And that's this week, Wednesday, Thursday, right here. And it's only going to increase through Saturday, Sunday as it goes north. So the Euro is going all in on some serious rain totals. Hey, Ivy, yeah, the Pacific is getting busy. Usually what we see when the Pacific, look at that. Wow. So when the Pacific gets going, usually Atlantic slows down. And then that usually means that energy is coming our way. So, usually an active Pacific means a little less active Atlantic. And then when the Pacific slows down, usually that means an active Atlantic. What else is cooking? I'll try to read what's going on now and see what's going on. We had softball this weekend. Oh, my God. So, all right. So I ran out of gas yesterday leaving. So we left Dunedin. This is twice now. I'm convinced 2 times in the last 5 years somebody has stolen my gas. I was going to show you a cool picture here. Why? Because we used the boat last week. And here's the picture. That's what I was looking for. So this was leaving. This is a nice shot. I was going to leave it up while I tell my story. Oof, it's really big there. All right. So since we used the boat last weekend, in my brain, I always know how much gas we use from the last time we used it. And I was like, we only probably burned 3 or 4 gallons. So we get out literally a mile from Dunedin Marino. The boat starts sputtering. It sounds like a cylinder drop. I'm like, oh, this ain't good, because I was wide open. And it started back up again, and it was shaking, blah, 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 blah. And I was never dreamed to look at the stupid gas gauge. I'll never admit it. So it was out of gas. And we had to call Boat US. First time I ever had to call Boat US. Thank goodness Geico has that on their thing. So we got gas and made it down to the softball field because we went to Dunedin or Madeira Beach to watch softball. So that was my fun Sunday story. Here's Emily with a strikeout. She sprained her wrist 2 weeks ago. So I was really happy that she was able to play this week. I got like ultra slow motion video here. It's crazy. But all right, enough about me. So. All right, here's a map. Let's do one last look at Humberto, and we'll see what you guys are saying. There's Humberto. Crazy little system. T-shirt. Hey, Danielle. Yeah, I do have the link on there. No, Whitney, I missed my daughter's first game. Oh, my God. It was a C game. Actually, I'm glad I wasn't there because we let her do a sleepover. And every tournament, we say we're never going to do that again. So she came out pretty rough. Error. She had an error. Rarely makes errors. She missed a ball at shortstop. I saw that on Game Changer. And then she popped up. She still batted 500 for the weekend, but she had 3 pop-ups that game. And I was like, thank goodness I did not show up for that. But then she made up for it. She did really awesome the next 2 games. So. But anyway, there's that. All right, somebody that's about T-shirts. Yep. Shameless plug here. On the bottom here, you can get your T-shirts. Drunk Donkey Nation. We got a new beer coming out. I think we're going to use this logo, actually. So this little guy, if you didn't hear, we're working with Troubled Waters Brewery, but we might use the Bring It On donkey holding a beer, and that might be the official beer logo. So watch for that. All right, what else you guys say? Let me go to Twitter. We can do some live Twitter feeds here. See if there's anything. Oh my God, there's snow. Russia. Snowing in Russia. Let's see. Anything tropical we need to worry about? Here's a good shot here of Humberto. Definitely got an eye feature now. It's incredible. I mean, this little guy, last week we were talking about it crossing over as a week nothing, even NHC. And then now we're talking about possibly major hurricane Humberto in just 2 days. Oh, hey, Danielle, man, that'd be awesome. Send me an email. Maybe I can do like a little discount link since you're buying 20 shirts. I don't know. It's a third-party company. I don't know. I don't know how they do that. Hey, what's up, Connecticut? You're about ready to start your fall season. Pocket? No, John, I don't think they got a pocket. But I'll look. Carlos, yes, October could be busy. You know, Michael was October last year, and the waters are hot. I think the season's getting deeper. Just the waters are hot. We're in a neutral phase of El Nino. No reason that we won't, and of course, we start not looking so much in the Atlantic. But the waters are still hot enough that it's just these fronts. It's all going to be timing of the fronts. But just the fact that the waters are hot and El Nino is neutral, I suspect we'll see storms up into October. So there's that. Cool beans. Listen, all right, let's do a quick recap. Marie, Coneheads, Valerie. Yeah, we are the official Coneheads. So if you guys are Facebook fans, you guys are. Let's look at Coneheads. I hope nothing pornographic pops up. No. There we go. So this is what you guys look like. So apparently somebody wanted the weather fans to be Coneheads, like the NHC cones. So there you go. Official Coneheads. your weather page. It's not my weather page. You guys are what makes it. All right, so here's your recap. In a nutshell, I'll just leave it on the tropics map here. In a nutshell, this is your 1 minute recap. Hurricane Humberto, expected to possibly be major hurricane, nearing Bermuda. Models are trending a little bit more to the north as it pulls up. There are a few ensembles that suggest high pressure builds to the north of Humberto and kicks it maybe a little bit more back towards the coast, stalls it. Little uncertainty days 4 and 5, but nothing imminent to worry about. Bermuda folks are watching close. Could be category 3. Yellow blob, teeny weeny yellow bikini in the Gulf is a big rainmaker. Already bringing rains to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. It's going to be going into Texas midweek. Could have 10, 15, 20 inches plus into parts of eastern Texas, going northward through the weekend. So it could be a developing story for a huge rainmaker here for Texas. Invest 97, Middle Atlantic, expected to curve more to the north, possibly following Humberto's path. Euro suggesting high pressure could possibly build, and that would create a little bit more westward stress to worry about. So right now, too far away to know for sure, but Invest 97 looks to skirt just north of the Lesser Antilles as it develops. It's at 90%, and HC suggests it could be a tropical depression or a storm at any minute. And then, of course, we have several waves behind, and we had old Invest 96 crossing the Lesser Antilles this morning to watch. So that is it. Nothing to worry about. Just watch. Things change quick. I promise you that. Every time we think that things are quiet, they usually pop up. Darren, the Kelvin wave theory, also tied to the MJO. It's very fascinating. I don't claim to be an expert by any means, but this is your MJO tied with the Kelvin wave, kind of the same concept. But there's some pulse of energy that circles the globe. It's this wave. I don't even know what it is, but it's in the upper middle atmosphere. It originates in the Indian Ocean. And when we're green, we're in a positive MJO stage, which promotes uprising of convection. So we get storms. We get increased storm activity. So in theory, every time that we're in a positive stage of the MJO, or there's a Kelvin wave passing, they're very connected. Increased thunderstorm activity is very possible, and that promotes these little waves like Invest 9. Oh man, we just lost everything. Because we're in a positive MJO now, that's why old Invest 96 is flaring up. It's promoting uprising. These little waves here popping up. So that's that. And then the opposite is when, well, no, see, I got so many damn links up. I can't even. Where are you? All right. And also, see, it's in the Pacific right now. Heavy signature right now in the Pacific, and that's why we're getting all that action. So when there's a sinking air pattern, the opposite, 180-degree opposite, there's sinking compression air, and that suppresses thunderstorm activity. So it's not the end-all with tropics. It's just another component that actually aids tropical juiciness. Hey, Bobby, yeah, Yellow Rose of Texas. That's true. Hey, Savannah, Georgia. Whitney, yeah, I don't know. Theory, I don't know. That's just what I read out. But I do have a link. A lot of these things on my site. Look at, I got MJO definition. You got little gray definition boxes, and you can read about it. I got to read more on the Kelvin wave, though. The Kelvin wave is a little different. Kelvin wave is being discussed a lot more. Here we go. I just know they go hand in hand together. Fluid dynamics. Oh, look at this stuff. I have no idea what this crap is. That's why I went into marketing. Once they start doing all this trigonometry and stuff, I get lost. All right, cool. Yeah, Whitney, just a theory. I agree. Well, just like the shear, you know, look at Humberto right now doing wonders in a supposed to be terrible environment right now. I mean, you got Humberto over Some of this cool, well, the water's warming up, but lots of shear. That's what I mean, man. You gotta expect the unexpected in the tropics. April, when's Florida gonna cool? I don't know. We can look at some long range temperature maps. Well, we can look at some cool stuff. Here's climate monthly. Let's see what it says. We could look at temperature. I think so. SST, no. Hang on. Let's see. Thermometer. Nah. That one hasn't run yet. Here we go. Z. Let's see. Hold on a second. That's all. I was trying to find a good weather. This is all sea surface temperature stuff. So that went nowhere. We can. Man, we're just hit. All right, let's go to U.S. Hang on. Let's look at some temperature maps. All right, so let's look. All right, so let's go forward in time. Let's see. This GFS goes out like 20 days or 10 days or something crazy like that. So let's see. All right, so here's. All right, so this is we're getting 50s in Pennsylvania. Somebody asked about the South, so I'm looking for any signs of 60s invading the South. Maybe right there. Look at that. Oof. Possibly. It's a cold front. See that right here? September 22nd. Possibly hitting 60 in the Panhandle. 60s for sure. Look at that. September 28th. So we could have 60s in Florida the end of September. There's 57 degrees. See, you can see it. September 30th. So it's coming. Long range. 55. 47. Holy cow, look at that. Louisiana, 47. Mobile, 47. That's October 1st. That's too cold for me. All right, there you go. So, that's the scoop. Listen, YouTube, I'm on YouTube now. I'll be uploading this video. It takes about an hour. So if you got any friends that like to listen to me ramble, they can check me out on YouTube. And we're getting ready for... yeah, hey, what's up, Stephanie Stokes? I still have your email too. I'm trying to get that reposted. Bonfire has really disappointed me. That's why I went to Teespring. But I lost the artwork. I don't know how I could have lost the artwork. Let's see if I got an image. Nope. Let's see. I need Mike's weather page. That was like a limited edition. There it is. Nope. These are some of the shirts I did. I have fun making the shirts. Where's the heart? Heart of season. See, it's like not even there anymore. So, Stephanie, you got like the most limited edition. Oh, there it is right here. All right. So, this is a cool shirt I did, and I can't find the artwork, and they can't find it, but this was fun. The heart of the season. Little flashback. Hi, anything else before I lose everybody and I ramble on? Watching tropics. I'll be here all week for sure. Bobby will be doing an update soon, I'm sure, Sunday. Bobby always has a cool way of looking at things. It's Hurricane Harbor. It's on my site. I'm closing windows, obviously. You heard my story about running out of gas. I told you about Troubled Waters Brewery. Let's take a look at them, by the way. Talked to the owner last night. And here they are. I got to make sure. I got to tell them I'm 21. Hope everybody's watching's 21. There you go. Troubled Waters Brewery in Safety Harbor. It's kind of a cool name, right? Hurricane. And Raymond, I'm gonna have to get it. So we got to get ABC to stock this because I'm gonna call it the official beer of hurricane season. How about that? I don't think there's an official beer of hurricane season, or we'll just say the unofficial official beer. I think that's even funnier. The official unofficial beer of hurricane season. And I'm so glad I had hurricane snacks left over. My nuts. Look at the season's almost over because I'm about out of nuts. Look at I'm out of M&Ms officially. The nuts woke me up this morning. I didn't think I had enough energy to talk. Hey Taylor, yeah. See, I mean, I think Texas got to worry a little bit about these rains. I mean, not worry, but you know, we could definitely see. I mean, the Euro map is saying 20 plus inches of rain possible, and they usually underestimate these rain totals when what we can look at here. I mean, you know, here again. I mean, so something to think about. Cool, Mike's nuts. Yep. No pun intended. Yep, my wife's mailing out the koozies. Look, see, just so you know, look, she's mad at me because I think we had to mail a couple hundred. I had to buy more koozies. But look, blue wrappers, and I thought I'd be cool buying blue, right? Here's the problem: she can't write the address on them. So I spent more money on blue envelopes thinking they'd be pretty. And then she had to go buy white labels. So she hates me now. Now she has to write the address label on there. But she promised me today she's just going to send out the rest. And we'll have like only 50 more to go. And that was for these little guys. This koozie. Check it out. Made by Koozie. Alright, so listen, I'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. I will, I hate them. I hate them, Gordo. They're terrible. But I got Mountain Dew to wash it. It is going to be an IPA, Jason. It's going to be Donkey with a kick. It's going to be around 8%. Kind of like a highlight. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, all right. So nothing else to look at. You know, here's our ensembles on Invest 97. That might be the one to keep an eye on. Most have it curving out, but never know. No 919 tonight, Michelle. No, I usually only do that when there's a lot of stuff to worry about. I really don't want to get stuck rambling on the same ramble stuff. I played Led Zeppelin Ramble On one time and got flagged on Facebook for streaming music. That was not good. Because it put me under for like a day. Here's our last look here. We'll look at everything. Let's zoom in here to the close to home. If you live here in our home. And there you go. Look at that. Man, so close yet so far. Isn't that crazy? And here's our blob, Juicy Jerry. Cool. Yeah, thank you guys. Michelle, I always go live for sure. And again, hey, listen, you supporters are great. I did a little live this week on the softball field, but it was just more of a, hey, what's up? But I do want to do the live show. Mirtha, yeah, they're talking about doing a kickoff party. I guess they're famous for that here. It's in Safety Harbor, which is a nice town, cool little town. So yeah, we're gonna do a party for sure. Maybe end of the season, and then we'll really get it going big time for next season. I mean, these things take time. We got to make sure it tastes good. Got to get artwork drawn. Got to get a game plan. But hoping it works out to where I can do my little TV show. It won't be, but just for it's not going to be. It's just a little something bonus for the supporters. Got to make it worthwhile to spend $5 a month. But I'm thinking it'd be fun. My vision is me and my buddy Phil, who's kind of like an IT guy, and I'm gonna have a computer behind us, just simple 50-inch screen, and we'll have our laptop, and we'll have a table for beer, because I'm gonna drink like the man show and drink beer. And we'll either have people submit questions, so we'll get to that right away, or we just do Facebook Live, talk weather, go nuts, and have a big screen behind us, have a little more casual fun. and I'll produce it as far as having more footage, kind of cool stuff. So there you go. Cool. A beer show. I don't know. And it's going to be raw and ugly at first, and it's going to be a bunch of stupidity and errors, but the idea is to be a tradition, mainly for me too, because I have fun. Years ago, when I was a kid, I used to race. Well, I still kind of race, but I used to race RC cars. And a friend of mine had a TV show that was all over it actually was on TV. And I'm trying to find one. So I did this TV show with him, and we did it. Here we go. This is a long time ago. And this was definitely a hobby for me. But this was streamed on a few channels. But I was crazy. This is like 2005, 6, 7, I don't know. But we had fun, and we talked RC. It was a hobby show, and it was more, but we were goofy and talked, and look at that. Hey, we were drinking then. No beer though. But it went good. It was fun. So that's the idea. I think turning it into weather, with you guys being the stars of the show, will be the fun. We do fan shares and show pictures, and so we'll see. All right. James, I don't know if that outer band will make it. Let's take a look. It's so close. Let's look at some estimated radar, just for fun. We can look at the HR map, and we'll look at the Carolinas and see if they predict. I mean, I like these little mesoscale models because they, they're close enough to the reality that they're usually not too wrong. All right, so here's our bands. We got to go to 12's the hour. I know it's kind of hard to see right there, but nope. Man, look at that. These are the outer bands, just nothing. As Humberto skirts away, those bands are going to stay just off the coast of the Carolinas. Look at that. So very unlikely Humberto's bands will reach you guys and girls. Let's look at Texas rains one more time. This is simulated radar for the next 90 hours or so, 60 hours. All right, so here's simulated radar. You can see the spinach. All right, this is kind of looping back and forth. This is all through Monday right here. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to have rains pushing up into lower Louisiana, Mississippi today. Let's get into tomorrow. It's going to have a little dry spell overnight. But then there's our spinach. There's our system nearing. What's going on? We only went through 12 hours. Okay, so now we got to go to the 6Z model. All right. So let me let it all load here. Bear with me. There we go. All right, now they're all loaded. All right, so we'll go boom, spinach up into Louisiana. This is tonight, going into tomorrow morning. Here's our spinach going up into Texas. So Wednesday, things really start getting juicy for Texas. There's our little heart of the system right there. This is Wednesday morning. And there you go. I mean, so this is the NAM model. This is going into Wednesday night. So look at that. You definitely see a little spinach. Rains are gonna get isolated right here for a couple days. And where's Louis, Don? Great ending to the show. I hear him snoring. You hear him snoring? Let's pick him up. Come on, Louis. There's Louis. He just woke up from his nap. There's our Hurricane Louis. Our fans love him. What's up, buddy? Where's your collar at? So we can show your name. So he is the official Louis here. There he is. We can try to make him go. The other day he fell asleep when I was holding him. We'll watch you how he falls asleep. About 30 seconds. He can't even keep his eyes open. Oh, he's my boy. Oh, I love him. All right, he's one chill pup. Yep, he's pretty cool. He's chilled. All right, cool guys. All right, well, I got a lot of stuff to do. I'll upload this to YouTube, and we'll do it again tomorrow, same time, same place. And only thing we're really watching today, nothing to stress about. We'll keep watching Umberto for Bermuda. Latest track here. Luckily has it pulling just a little to the north. And we'll see. It's already up to 85 mile an hour winds. Crazy. Cool. All right. You guys are great. Coneheads, donkeys, Popeye, spinach. Yeah, we're a family here. Hurricane Louie. He's on Instagram. Hurricane Louie. Thank you, Naomi. Jaron, hey, yeah, you're the one who hooked me up with the beer. You're awesome. So we'll see how that goes. All right, hey, Laredo, what's up? I know you're there all the time chatting. No development. No, Invest 97 will be the next one. That's going to be, let's get the name right here because I messed it up last time. We got to go to the name. I don't even remember the name now. It's going to be Emelda is what I'm talking about. And then Jerry. Yeah, and Louis still has his if you get what I mean. Then we have Jerry, then we have Karen, then we have Lorenzo, then we have Melissa, we have Nestor. Ooh, Melissa, we can play Allman Brothers for that one. We have Nestor, Olga, Pablo, Rebecca, Sebastian, Tanya, Van, and Wendy. So will we use them names? I don't know. Got a lot more to go. Cool. All right, y'all have a great time. Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. Tuesday. Same time, same place. I'm going to go take a nap in a little bit. Let's all take a nap on Monday. Because I got that 5 a.m. or 5 hour energy, 2 p.m. nap thing coming. I can feel it. See ya.